Well, hello there. Welcome to part 2 of my 5-month span of pickups. Part 1 was explained in part 1, so I'm just going to get started. I have 2 stacks of games here, Xbox and PS5. So let's get started, shall we? First up, for Xbox, this is not a game for me. This is a game for my fiance, and that is The Sims 4. She's a big Sims fan, but unfortunately, the laptop that she had, the gaming laptop she had, took a shit, so she had to just get like a, basic run-of-the-bills laptop that allows her to, watch Netflix, basic browsing, things of that nature. Not really much to play games on. So I said, well, they have it on consoles. Would you like me to try to find you a copy of it? And she was like, yeah, I guess, but she doesn't really like the controller for The Sims because she obviously prefers a keyboard and mouse. So I did research, and I remembered that Microsoft allowed a while back to use a keyboard and mouse on the Series X, and this game supports it. So I said, hey, you can go look into that. And she said, okay, let's do that. So I found this on eBay for pretty cheap for her, so I went and picked it up. Next, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. When it comes to Call of Duty, I am a campaign person through and through. I sometimes dabble in the multiplayer, not too often, but every now and then. And most of these Call of Duty games now basically requiring you to download basically the full game. The disc is just a launcher, basically. I've decided to get all of these games cheap and both either cheap or used, and this one was pretty cheap. It was $15, brand new at Walmart. It was like, yeah, why not? It's not too bad. So next, Scarlet Nexus. This is a switching game. I had this on PS5, and I just wanted to switch it to Xbox Series X because reasons. I do that. Waste of money, I know, but I can't help it. Sometimes I just want to switch a game to a different platform because to try to play it somewhere else new. Basically, I don't know. It just is what it is. But this is basically Bandai Namco's uh, Astral Chain. So it was fun, but it's Astral Chain. Next, the Dark Pictures Anthology. Excuse me. House of Ashes. This series is made by the guys who did Until Dawn, which I wasn't a big fan of. I want to give that another chance at some point. But with the new game coming out, Directive 2080, it's a sci-fi. Like they're going to sci-fi for the next round. So I want to check these older ones out. I know they're not interconnected at all, but still want to give them a shot. Next, Unknown 9 Awakening. This game was also pretty cheap. Got it for like under $20. It was like 18 something on Amazon. So I figured, I'll give that a shot. When it was announced and shown off, I thought, oh, looks interesting enough. I'll probably pick it up at some point. So next, Notria, The Last Song. Souls-like game, pretty solid. I've not played it yet. I just played the demo. I played the demo, so that's all my experience with this game is so far. But I enjoyed it, so I picked it up. Next, I finally picked up a copy of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This is gonna probably be my next play. Maybe, depends. I wanted to play this. I wanted to get it right away, but I didn't have the time or money to pick it up at launch. And unfortunately, it was sold out a lot of the times at Best Buy, Amazon, etc. And it was going on eBay for like loads of money. So I'm like, no, I'll wait. Eventually, they'll get stock in. And I did. I think I got this from Amazon, and it was MSRP, so I had to overpay. So looking forward to playing that. Maybe next. After my next one I'm playing currently. Next, Lost Judgment, the sequel to Judgment, which I believe basically is a spin-off of Yakuza, so I'll play this at some point in time. And then we have Liza P. For some reason, the Xbox version is like super uncommon, and it's like over $100 on eBay and like other places. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to pay that much. So luckily, I went to a store I visit quite often near me called The Exchange, and I asked them, hey, could you order me a copy by chance? And they were able to. So I was able to pay MSRP and didn't have to pay, double, triple price for one game. So that was good. And then before I go on to PS5, I have a nice little stack of games from Limited Run. They're all the same, like from the same franchise. So we have Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza Kiwami 2, Yakuza 3 Remastered. I did just hear / see that they announced Yakuza Kiwami 3, so I will probably pick that up. It depends. Yakuza 4 Remastered, and of course Yakuza 5 Remastered. I ordered Yakuza 0 and Kiwami along with another game a while back, like quite a while back. Kept getting delayed, and finally I got most of them. I should be getting 6 later this month with a couple other games, hopefully, as long as they don't get delayed again. But also, when I ordered Yakuza 0 and Kiwami, I got this little slip box as a pre-order bonus kind of thing. So it's kind of cool. Nice little box to keep them all in. So now on to PS5 as I adjust. First up, Chronos: The New Dawn. This was my all this stuff, like I said, I consider birthday presents to me. But this was the main thing I wanted to get in September, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I don't know how far I'm at. I'm at least probably 20 hours in. Actually, I can only play, so long before I go to work and whatnot. But I'm enjoying it a lot, and it's very good. Bloober Team, from what I've played, knocked it out of the park again with a good horror game. I still need to play their Silent Hill 2 remake, which I might do after this. I don't know. I kind of want to give my PS5 a break, so I don't know. But so far, this game, really damn good. I highly recommend it. So there's only one issue with it: the code, which probably it's not just me. Comes with a little DLC code for some extra in-game items, and it's just not working. Like, I just get an error message when I put the code in, and it's not just me. Other people have experienced this, so I guess they're trying to get it situated. So hopefully I'll get that soon. But besides that, the game is really damn good. Next, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Had the PS4 version, just wanted to upgrade to the PS5, just for shits and giggles, basically. So, it's Resident Evil 2 Remake. Next, Gears of War Reloaded. This is very odd, having this on a PlayStation system, but, Microsoft is basically the new Sega. They're going third party, it seems, so as long as we get, full complete games on disc, like Gears of War here, I'll support them. If I have to download like half the game, I'll be buying it used and or cheap, or both. So, but if I understand here, the whole campaign is on the disc with this game, with this release, so that's good. Do more of stuff like this, Microsoft. Not like Doom and Indiana Jones. More stuff like this, please. Next, Pumpkin Jack. This is another limited run game. This is what I ordered with Yakuza 0 and Kiwami. And I haven't played it yet, but it looked very fun and interesting, so I might play this during October if it's like a Halloween type spooky game. Next, Sifu. I only picked this up. Heard it was pretty good when it came out earlier on in the PS5 life cycle. And so, look forward to playing this at some point in time. Next, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. I have not played this yet, but I need to soon because I love Power Rangers, and this game just looks awesome. Next, Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain 1 and 2 Remastered. Great games, and nice to see they were brought to modern platforms. So, totally recommend that. Next, Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition. This is a game my fiance has on her Switch, and she really enjoyed it. So she asked me if I wanted to ever try it, and I said, yeah, maybe, eventually. So she got me the PS5 version. Next, Final Fantasy 16. Let's say 15. 16. I was waiting to see if they were going to do a complete edition of this game with the DLC, and it seems like they're not going to. Like, there is one, but it's digital only. So, like, I'll just buy the vanilla copy and then get the DLC when it's on sale. Only a few hours into it, but it's fun. It's like Devil May Cry crossed with Final Fantasy. So, next, Gungrave Gore. They just announced a remake of this game, I think at Tokyo Game Show, so... But when I played it, it's fun. It's Devil May Cry like, so... I know it's based on an anime, but I've never seen it, so... But, game's fun. And then finally, for PS5, Alone in the Dark. I've heard mixed things about it, but I'm not a huge Alone in the Dark fan, so I'm just going in blind, basically. So, I do know that Alone in the Dark, the original, was one of the predecessors to, like, Resident Evil, so, but yeah. That is it for games. Now, before I go, I have two little things to show you guys. I don't know if anybody else has heard of the website Etsy. It's a website where sellers who make stuff, sell it. Like necklaces, jewelry, props, costumes, a whole bunch of stuff, basically. And I was on there one day, just browsing. I came across two things. I'm like, okay, those are cool. I want to get those at some point. So finally, I didn't break down. I just finally said, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm pulling the trigger and buying these two things. So first up, as many people know, I am a huge Dead Space whore. I love the franchise. I can't explain why I love the franchise so much. It's just the characters, the lore, the world, everything about it. It just speaks to me on some level. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm just fucking crazy and I just like scary horror and gore shit. I don't know. But I love the franchise. Sometimes I question if KOTOR, my favorite game of all time, is Knights of the Old Republic. But some days, depending on what day you ask me, I think, Dead Space 2 might actually overtop it at one point in time. I don't know. But, so, I've been wanting something like this for a while to show off my love for this franchise that I love so much. And I found somebody selling this. If my camera will focus, it is a little marker pendant necklace. It's really good craftsmanship, and I'm glad I bought it because it's really cool and it helps me show off my love for this franchise that I just adore. So, and then finally, the other thing I saw on Etsy was coming back to Power Rangers. I found somebody selling this. This is a kind of a replica, of the communicator from Power Rangers. The thing that Zordon would contact them saying, hey, get your asses in gear, go fight the monster. This thing, there's no electronics, it's just basically a bracelet. But the seller, from what I saw, really, does an amazing job. They have different colors, green, red, blue, all that. And I went with green because, like many of you who grew up watching Power Rangers, I'm sure, Tommy was my favorite. And I thought this would be a great way for me to kind of just keep that nostalgia for that show alive a little bit, but also help me in my way kind of pay tribute to Jason David Frank. Because when news broke that he passed back in 2022, that whole month after that was like, okay, this whole month and the rest of this year can go to hell, because that was the month and year that my childhood like finished dying basically. Um, um, uh, the big three celebrities that hit me, who hit me the most hardest was Robin Williams, Kevin Conroy, Jason David Frank. Well, Robin passed in 2014, so that was hard. And then cut to November of 2022. You have Kevin Conroy passing earlier on in the month, and then almost a week later, Jason David Frank passed. So that hit me pretty hard. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I gotta get that. I'm glad I did, because it means something to me. That I can kind of somewhat be close to my childhood again. Kind of remember it in the good days. If that makes any sense. So, but yeah, that is it for this video. Stay tuned to part 3, which will be the final part in this little pickup series here. So, yeah, I'll see you